Today's operator signal is this: AI agents are becoming accountable work systems, not sidebar assistants. Yesterday's question was where the production boundaries are. Today's question is how the work is supervised, measured, and governed once agents run across devices, apps, and code bases. Start with Anthropic's July 7th Claude release notes. Claude Cowork is moving beyond desktop into web and mobile. Sessions can run remotely in beta. Files are saved to the user's Claude account. Work can continue after a laptop closes, and scheduled tasks can run with no device online. The same release note says the Microsoft 365 connector now has right tools: drafting, sending, and organizing email, managing calendar events, updating mailbox settings, and creating or updating files in OneDrive and SharePoint with Entra admin consent and organization enablement required. That is the shift. A knowledge work agent is no longer only a window on one machine. It is becoming a portable worker with memory, tasks, cloud execution, and write permissions. The operator play is to define escalation rules. When does the agent proceed? When does it ask? What can it change? How are approvals recorded? And how does a human pick up the thread? Second, Google Cloud published a practical agentic enterprise checklist on July 7th. The useful signal is the operating model Google expects teams to think about: agent identity, MCP for business context, A2A for cross-agent communication, agent runtime for scaling, sandboxes for browser or script execution, guardrails and agent registry policies, and agent gateway, model armor, threat detection, and lifecycle management. That is not one chatbot. That is a control plane. If you are building agents, the platform decision is not just which model answers best. It is where agents run, how they find tools, how they inherit permissions, how they are observed, how costs are controlled, and how risky actions are stopped before they touch production. Third, GitHub's July 7th changelog shows developer agents getting broader distribution and tighter measurement. The Copilot app is now available on every Copilot plan, including free and GitHub education, and supports bring your own key sessions. For business and enterprise, admins still have to enable the Copilot CLI policy. GitHub also expanded Kimi K2.7 code to business and enterprise. It is the first open weight model selectable in Copilot, but it is off by default for those plans, and GitHub tells admins to review security, compliance, and data governance before enabling it. That is the pattern. More access, more choice, more admin responsibility. When every developer can launch an agent, governance cannot live in a slide deck. You need policies for who can run which model, where code and prompts go, how usage is billed, and what data can leave the environment. GitHub also shipped 2 operator tools that matter. Enterprise admins can set per user AI credit budgets and cost centers. And the Copilot usage metrics API now reports review latency and review cycles by AI adoption phase. This is how AI stops being a vibe and becomes a management system. You can ask whether teams using AI are actually getting pull requests reviewed faster and merged with fewer cycles. Fourth, OpenAI published 2 July 7th enterprise stories from regulated finance. Australian Payments Plus says Codex helped reduce a complex reconciliation investigation from 4 hours to 30 minutes and helped teams build working simulations in 1 day, down from days or weeks. MUFG says Mitsubishi UFJ Bank is rolling ChatGPT Enterprise to about 35,000 employees, made training mandatory before access, and saw employees create more than 1,800 custom GPTs in 4 months. The lesson is practical. Adoption is not seats. It is secure access, training, champions, owned use cases and metrics tied to real work, investigation time, simulation cycles, decision quality, and workload reduction. Finally, the security warning. Noma Labs disclosed GitLost on July 6th, a prompt injection path where a crafted public GitHub issue could steer an AI workflow with private repo access into publishing private repository content in a public comment. The important point is not one proof of concept. It is the architecture lesson. Any external issue, ticket, email, web page, or document can become an instruction channel if an agent reads it and has broad permissions. So today's playbook is simple. Give agents portable access only with portable accountability. Treat right tools as production permissions. Put agent identity, registry, gateway, budgets, and audit telemetry in place. Measure outcomes, not demos. And never let untrusted content sit in the same trust zone as private data and public output. The takeaway: the next AI advantage will not come from giving everyone an agent. It will come from running agents as a supervised, measurable, governable workforce.